thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From the TP in Decatur, welcome to Sectional 23 quarterfinal game number 1 here in Decatur as the Norwell Lady Knights take on the Bishop Luers Lady Knights. Hello, friends, and welcome aboard. This is Derek Decker. Greg Van Meter, my partner, will be joining me shortly, but we are here to preview Game 1 of the quarterfinal action. The winner of this game will take on Columbia City Friday night at 6 o'clock. This is a little bit of a different sectional than last year, if you're not used to it, because there are 7 teams instead of just the normal 6. And that extra team being Marion added into the sectional mix. So a little bit of a different look. But these two teams here on the floor tonight played just 1 week ago up at Bishop Luers. It was a Norwell victory, 59-46, 13-point win in a game Norwell controlled from the outset. And there were a lot of different defenses that Norwell saw. Bishop Luers kind of running the 2-3 for a while. We anticipate them to run the box and one at some point here tonight. Not exactly sure when, but we do anticipate them to do that. So it will be an interesting look for Norwell. Haven't really seen that much this year. Don't really see it from any team consistently, but Luers likes to run it. It makes the offenses really get stagnant against them. So it is an interesting look. Norwell anticipating that look to be sure. But it is a Coach Thornton move that we haven't seen in quite some time to try some different defenses in the same game. They really mixed it up last time. Very successful. Came out red hot early on against Luers. That game, of course, coming on the road, but coming out red hot, and that was real fun to watch. It was one of the most fun games we've gotten to watch this year so far from Norwell. Here tonight, Harrell is projecting a 51-48 Norwell victory over Bishop Luers here tonight. It was the other way around in the regular season matchup. Harrell was projecting a 3-point Luers win in the regular season, but here tonight, a 3-point Norwell win. Norwell is the highest-rated team in the sectional, according to Sagarin, at number 6 in Class 3A. It is worth noting that all of these teams are in the top 30 in the Sagarin ratings, the 4 favorites anyway, and that is Norwell, Bellmont, Marion, and Bishop Luers. So we should definitely have a fun one here tonight. And everybody knows once you get into the tournament, partner Greg Van Meter, everything changes. You can throw all the records out the window. It's Indiana. Anything can happen, and we should be in for a good one tonight.
Absolutely, Derek. That was smooth.
You like that? Good transition.
Very smooth.
Hey, you got to pull out your best when it's tournament time.
That is a segue for the ages right there. I flew in, literally, from Leo High School, where your Norwell 7th grade middle school team, boys team, just won a championship last night. The 8th grade girls won a championship.
Greg and I was at that game. It was terrific fun. Kaylee Anderson hitting the 3 with just a couple of seconds left to tie it, sent it to OT, and then they won in overtime. So a couple of great games last night at the Dungeon at the middle school.
Yep, and the boys, of course, at Leo tonight, which is about a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
40 if you drive the way I do. But we're here at Bellmont tonight looking for an excellent game, as you mentioned, Derek. I don't know how much you covered already in the pregame show, but these two teams obviously just meeting a week ago. We expect to see something different from Luers tonight.
Yeah, we do. And we talked a little bit about the fact that we think Mark Pixley kind of didn't show everything that he had. He never went into the box and won one time, and that's what we expected. We, of course, scrimmaged a couple of times now preparing for Luers, and each time we've anticipated that box and one. Still haven't seen it from Luers, but I can't reason a scenario that would say they won't go into a box and one at some point tonight, especially if Logan gets hot early, because that's the one they're going to be keying on. If Logan Rouse is not in the game, they're not going to be in the box and one. Basically comes down to that. if she is in the game, that's when you can expect to see it at some point. The 2-3 was not real effective against Norwell last time, and there's really no way of getting around that because Norwell shot it so well from the perimeter. A zone will force you to shoot it well from the outside. Norwell has been pretty consistent at an average mark, about 33% on the season, but they shot well beyond that percentage up at Luers last Tuesday. And if they're going to be able to continue to do that tonight, I think they'll have a great chance to win again.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Logan has just stepped up her game to such an extent over this second half of this season. Really going back to that Warsaw game, we thought, sitting there watching that second half, Derek, that it could be a turnaround for this team. And it turns out it was. Regardless of tonight's outcome, very successful season for Coach Thornton's group.
Yeah, Greg, Norwell has not lost since that game other than the Carroll game. And that was a game they were -2 starters, played very well, just couldn't keep up with the Carroll shooters that shot at nearly 60%. It was just a game where Norwell was just a little bit undermanned, and that really hurts you in a game like that. But outside of that game where they gave up 83 points, their defense has gotten a lot better. But more importantly, their offense has been so impressive. They're averaging now close to 60 points a game as we are just about set. I think we'll probably do the national anthem first. We will hold on until that. We'll have to take a break, of course, during the national anthem because we can't bring that to you. We have the special IHSAA sportsmanship announcement being read here for tournament games.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to it almost looks like they're going to do the lineups, Derek, before they do the national anthem. If they do, of course, we'll have the public address announcer give you those starting lineups.
We might have a live singer.
Yep, we might.
That'd be great.
Yep. So we'll let you join us now for the national anthem.
Excellent job on the national
tremendous.
anthem. And we now turn it over to public address announcer Rex Brewer for the starting lineups.
And now it's time for the introductions. First for the visiting team of the scoreboard, the Bishop Luers Lady Knights. The Lady Knights are coached by Mr. Mark Dixon. First for the non-starters for Bishop Luers. Number 10, Zoe Simmons. Number 24, Kennedy Flynn. Number 25, Gabe Jones. Number 32, Vinnie Beerbach. Number 33, Janaea Bryant. Number 34, Dorian Gibbs. Now the starting lineup. Starting in the guard, 5'5" junior, number 1, Caitlin Gray. And in the guard, 5'5" junior, number 11, Ashlyn Gray. And guard, 5'5" senior, number 12, and Johnson. Another guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 21, Lydia Rambo. You got 7, 5'11" senior, number 23, Kathleen Knappy. So now it's time for the introduction for the home team on the scoreboard. The Norwell Lady Knights. The Lady Knights are coached by Mr. Eric Gordon. First in the non-starters for Norwell. Number 14, Ashley Vanderbilt. Number 20, Kylie Cox. Number 22, Mariah Shelton. Number 30, Lauren Bales. Number 40, Kaylee Texas. And number 45, Grace Bradley. And now for the starters. And a guard, 5'6" senior, number 10, Brielle Wilson. At forward, 5'8" junior, number 12, Aubrey Gunner. At guard, 5'6" freshman, number 24, Kaylee Phillips. At a forward, 5'11" sophomore, number 32, Brianne Barker. And at forward, 5'8" senior, number 44, Logan Gold.
Well, those are your starters. We are just about set to go at center court. These teams go at it again for the second time in 7 days. The top 3 officials on the crew here tonight: Joe Rudolph from Fort Wayne, Lynn Blevins from Pinedo, and John Kramer from Huntington, your 3 officials here tonight. It doesn't look like a great crowd from our camera angle because we're looking at the opposite side. Everybody's behind us, and the Norwell fans have filed in very, very well here over the last couple of minutes. A late arriving crowd, of course, a midweek game, so it's hard to get off work for some folks. But we're ready to tip it up. Aubrey Dunnick in the center circle for Norwell. And for Luers, it's Caitlin. And what that does, I think Aubrey won this tip last week. She's going to win it again.
Yeah, Rouse stole that one. As we are underway, Logan forces her way in and draws the foul. Boy, a very aggressive move.
Yeah.
And Logan just a little bit quicker with her feet than the defenders.
Great Coach Thornton and her had another conversation yesterday about getting selfish with the basketball, and that we mean that in a good way. But Logan sinks the first one, and the Lady Knights of Norwell score first.
Yeah, the foul was called on 11, Ashlyn Gray.
Ashlyn could be one of the ones that face guards Logan in that box and want to be one of the Gray twins.
Logan 2 for 2 to start this one. The Knights draw first blood. That is Johnson with the basketball. Norwell trapping early here. I don't think you're going to see too much different out of the Knights from a defensive standpoint than what you saw a week ago. It's on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. That'll go back to Luers, so no turnover on the Lady Knights from Bishop Luers.
Really nice job by Norwell to get after it on that first defensive possession.
Are you surprised to see the trap right off the bat, Derek?
Not at all.
Knapke inside the turnaround, rolls in. Nice touch from the big girl. And we're tied early at 2. Bishop Luers is going to put on some full court pressure. Barger will bring it across half court and get it off to Dunnick in the corner for 3. No good, but Rouse gets blocked, gets it back up and scores.
Boy, not used to seeing that shot coming from Aubrey Dunnick, but she was feeling it, and Rouse right there to clean up the miss.
2 quick rebounds for Logan Rouse, and the Knights with a 4-2 lead. The buzzer just went off for some reason. Johnson gets free.
Yeah, we had a clock issue last week here at Bellmont. They have had some issues, but it'll just be inadvertent. So the play was allowed to continue, I believe, and the basket will count. So it should be tied at 4 here.
Yeah, I've got it tied at 4 as well. Right now the scoreboard, which you folks at home can't see, the official scoreboard here at Bellmont is showing a 4-2 Norwell lead.
Clock is stopped at 7:26 as well, so that's not correct.
Yeah. We had, on Thursday night, we had the clock malfunction as well as the scoreboard, and Brielle needs to get it in. She finally does to Filling. Brielle back to Kaylee, and Kaylee will cross the timeline. Rouse on the drive will kick to Wilson. Thought about the three. Instead, Filling will take it and hits it. Kaylee Filling with the three. Brielle Wilson with the assist, and the Knights with a quick 3-point lead.
Boy, both teams real efficient on their possessions here so far.
Yeah, so far there's only been a couple of field goals missed, and that was Reinbold from distance to tie it. Both teams very hot to get things started here. 6:47 left in the first quarter. Dunnick beyond the arc will leave it for Filling. Filling spinning into the lane and is going to be called for traveling. Good call.
Yep.
Luers now will have a chance to take their first lead of the game. Interestingly enough for Luers, all three of their baskets are unassisted. So it's been...
Yeah, they've moved the ball well, just not good enough to score off of it, and Norwell creates the turnover. Filling coming up with the steal, and then kind of a silly foul in the backcourt on Luers.
Yeah, Reinbold just couldn't get out of Kaylee's way. It'll be her first foul, second on the team.
Yeah, and that may come back to haunt Reinbold. If she gets in foul trouble later in this contest, she's going to think back to that first foul that she did not need to commit that put her in that situation to begin with.
Well, you could argue pretty effectively that Reinbold is Luers' best player. Kanapke gets a lot of press, but there's Logan on the drive. Nice move. Logan Rouse with her 6-point.
Greg, she's doing the exact same thing she did last Tuesday at Luers. She's finishing every time. She was 10 for 11 last week on the road.
There's another steal. Good anticipation by Wilson. They've got numbers ahead to Rouse. Rouse gets the shot up, but can't get it to go. The Norwell faithful wanted a foul. No foul was called, and that was... Who made that basket there? I believe it was Kanapke.
No, actually, I think it was Gray.
Gray?
Yeah, I think it was number 11.
11, okay.
Yep.
That's Ashlyn Gray.
Yep.
Luers putting a lot of pressure on. Kaylee thought about the three, and they called traveling.
Yeah, she's got to sit down on that. She's done it the entire year.
9-9 here at Luers with 5:20, or at Bellmont, with 5:23 left in the quarter.
We're on a ridiculous scoring pace, and of course that won't keep up, more than likely. But kind of the same thing last week with Norwell. The difference is it's been much more balanced. Both teams hot coming out.
There's the trap, and it's thrown between the legs.
Oh boy,
and
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that appeared to clearly be off a Bishop Luers player.
Yeah, and that's why Brielle backed off of it, because she knew it was off of her. So free possession here for Luers.
Logan comes up with a steal right off the inbounds play. She will lay it up and in. Another turnover on Luers. That's their third, and Norwell with an 11-9 lead. There's the angle pass. That's the danger of the Norwell's 1-3-1, and that's going to be a foul on Breanne Barger, the first on the Lady Knights. 11-9.
That's pretty rowdy in here so far this evening. Both teams playing well, coming out, shooting well. Very entertaining so far.
Logan Rouse with 8 points here so far in the first quarter. Really kind of dominating. Yeah. There's the baseline pass. That's Gray on the drive. Throws it off of Aubrey Dunnick's leg. Good defense by Dunnick.
Of course, the entire baseball team in attendance here for Norwell tonight, celebrating some team time along with a number of other Norwell students. Very nice student section over there.
Brought a bus over, I know.
Yep.
Johnson up top. Barger out there with her on the 1-3-1. Gray having trouble. Lost the handle, able to get it to her sister. Reinbold inside, misses the shot.
Great pass, though.
Dunnick pulls down the rebound. Good strong rebound by Aubrey Dunnick. That's what you expect. Great pass underneath. And Filling can't finish.
What a pass. Another great find.
Excellent find from Logan Rouse. Johnson will drive and be fouled.
That's going to go on Logan.
Yep. That'll be her first. Team's second.
I believe 2 shots coming here.
No.
No, they're going to call it on the drive.
The first substitution of the game is Dory Javen. She had a real nice game up at Luers last Tuesday.
She did. Of course, if you didn't watch that game, the subs got a chance to play a ton. The second team was really the one that kept them in it in that second half, and Javens was a big part of that.
Absolutely. Just a sophomore. She's got the basketball. Norwell will also remember her very well from some extracurricular activities.
Yep.
The inside pass stolen away. And, oh, boy, I'll tell you what.
She got shoved out of bounds.
Yeah, she did.
Well,
as it will not be another turnover on Luers.
We knew it was going to be like that, and, things are going to get physical in tonight's game, and that's just kind of the way it is in a tournament game.
That's the second free possession that Luers has got. Gray on the miss. Kanapke is on the line. It'll be Norwell's basketball, so that'll be a turnover.
The physicality level in this game is incredible.
3:54 left in this first quarter. Luers with the full court press. Up ahead, Knights have numbers. Filling tries to give it up. It's on the floor and corralled by Javens. Luers will head the other way. That's Johnson with the basketball. Gray will drive and try to get it to Reinbold. It's out of bounds. It'll remain Luers basketball. A couple subs for the Norwell Knights now. Maya Shelton and Lauren Bales in for Barger and Filling. Also in for Luers. Lady that was very impressive last Tuesday. That's number 33, Janiyah Bright. She is just a freshman. Very quick first step.
Absolutely. Blew by Norwell defenders a couple of times in that game last week.
That's Reinbold. She will shoot the three-pointer.
Yeah, she'll hit it, too. She steps back this time.
Not particularly close on that one. And it'll go over to the Knights. Luers employing a 1-2-1-1 full court pressure as Coach Thornton's going to have to use a timeout.
Yeah, that you don't really want to burn one there, but he had to.
Yeah, it's a 30-second timeout. First of all, we want to talk about Shelton Financial Group and Shelton Family Maple Syrup. Jeff stepping up this evening to sponsor this basketball game. You can see his watermark logo in the corner of the screen, and we really appreciate Jeff responding and stepping up for us to bring us this game tonight.
Yeah, and we sure appreciate being here. So we enjoy it, and I know a lot of you folks at home enjoy it. So we certainly appreciate Shelton stepping up and in a big way, as we definitely needed it. This is, by the way, the first of potentially 3 sectional games. If Norwell continues to win, they'll play Friday against Columbia City. We talked about that in the pregame. And then if they win that, they'll play Saturday at 7:30 against probably Bellmont or Marion.
Shelton gets it away to Wilson. They broke the pressure pretty easily. There's Wilson for 3, no good. The rebound batted out and controlled by Rouse. Rouse will kick to Bales. Bales for 3, banks it in.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
That's exactly right. Rouse with another rebound. Wilson with another assist, and a traveling call on Bishop Luers will give it back to the Norwell Knights. 2:48 left here in this first quarter. I saw a couple of banks up at Leo, Derek. One kid banked in 3.
Oh, boy.
For Leo. Bales with the basketball. And being trapped, a foul is going to be called on Janiyah Bright. That'll be her first foul. Team's third.
Bales really created that foul. She was trying to get out of that, and she was entitled to that space. They were really on top of her, and then kind of grabbing at her was Bright, so that's a foul call. So I think that's a good call.
The defensive intensity on both sides in this game has been remarkable thus far.
I will say, though, it's been very over-pursuing, very gambling, and it's left a lot of shots open for both teams.
Shelton will give it up to Wilson. Another 3 attempt. This one's off. And Kanapke comes out of there with the rebound. Bales with the steal. Good hustle by Lauren Bales.
Oh, she got her pocket picked in the backcourt. Good defense, though, on the recovery. She's playing hard. That's just a better move by Janiah Bright.
Janiah Bright is an impressive freshman, and she gets the Luers Lady Knights back to within 3. They tried to force it into Rouse, and Logan didn't agree that it was off of her. Knights not getting any breaks right now.
Nope, they're just going to have to play through that.
Checking in for Luers is number 24, Kennedy Glenn. Reinbold takes the seat. Glenn is just a sophomore as well.
Glenn played some minutes, though, last week as well.
She did. Minute 53 left. The Knights still in that 1-3-1. Wilson's at the top of it now. Also in the game, I didn't see her enter, is Libby Beerbaum. And she falls, turns it over. They get it up ahead to Rouse. Rouse will be fouled.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the second on Janiah Bright. We'll have to check it, though, because there was a couple of Luers defenders there. It is on Bright.
Yeah, that's a big foul because she has been a big spark in this Luers offense and defense as well, creating a couple turnovers.
That'll send Logan to the line. And she's good on that free throw. Brianne Barger's going to check in for Norwell and replace Aubrey Dunnick. A minute 38 left here in this first stanza. Norwell trying to add to a 4-point lead. And Rouse is good. Boy, she has hit nothing but net so far. 16-11 Norwell.
Those are some big free throws tonight. They all matter in the tournament.
Bright, good ball handling. Kicks it out to Glenn for 3. It's good. Kennedy Glenn with the 3. Bright with the assist. They find Shelton on the wing. That's off. And the rebound controlled by Javens.
Good active hands by Brielle Wilson in transition. But Luers can potentially tie or take the lead here.
Minute 11 left here in the quarter. A lot of energy being expended by both teams to this point. Bright gets the pick from Kanapke. The pass underneath, good pass. The shot, though, was missed by 32 Beerbaum, and Barger pulled down the rebound. Under a minute to go. Shelton open for 3 again. This one's going to be well off.
Now, here's the difference right now. Norwell not shooting as well from the outside as they did in that first matchup. And that's why at this point in the game, Norwell was hitting everything completely in control. This game right now still hanging in the balance right now, and Norwell just trying to cling to that lead and take it to the quarter break.
2 for 5 from beyond the arc at this point. 40 seconds left in this first quarter.
One of those was off the glass.
Yeah, that's right. Javens with the basketball. Tries to get it inside to Kanapke, but a good defensive play there by Aubrey Dunnick, who re-entered.
That's exactly what Aubrey will do for you.
Yep. Gosh, good hands there by Logan Rouse. She gets it back in the lane. Nice kick out to Bales for 3. No good. But Shelton pulls down the offensive rebound and gets fouled. Good ball pursuit there by Maya Shelton. The foul's going to go on 32, Libby Beerbaum. That's her first, team's 5th. Norwell with just 2 team fouls so far.
Yeah.
11.6 on the clock.
It's been a different type of aggressiveness, both teams.
Shelton good on the free throw. Maya 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. But that was a big offensive rebound for the Knights. And Maya good on both free throws. Filling's going to check in for Logan Rouse. Just give her a little bit of a breather here with 11.6 left in this first quarter.
Good news for Norwell. 6 of 6 from the line here in this first quarter.
Absolutely. Bright quickly the other way. 9 seconds. She'll get it in the corner. Trying to drive was Glenn, and Glenn just kind of gave up on the play. Norwell will not get a shot off. And that will end the first quarter. It's a dandy here at Bellmont. We'll take a break and be right back after these words.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light. never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
Now, welcome back to the TV. Beginning the second quarter, 18-14 Norwell after one, and they'll start with the basketball as well. It has been a fun one so far. So entertaining. You can definitely tell that we're in the tournament with the energy level that both teams are bringing to the table right now. And both teams look like they're going to leave it all on the floor tonight.
Norwell 5 of 13 in that first quarter. Luers 6 of 11. Norwell had 3 offensive rebounds in that first quarter.
Yeah, more turnovers for Luers as well.
Yep. I actually had both teams with 6.
Both teams with 6?
Yep. Nice pass underneath to Dunnick. Good kick out to Filling. Wide open threes, well off. It'll be out of bounds off of Barger. And boy, that sure appeared to be off of the Luers defender. Wow. Janiah Bright's going to bring it up. Norwell going to a man-to-man defense here to start the second quarter.
Oh.
Nice move by Javens. Can't get it to go, and Dunnick pulls it down. She's going to be fouled.
Yeah, that's number 6 on the team as well, so that's a big foul. Norwell shooting bonus for the last 7:31 of the half.
The foul was called on 23, Catherine Kanapke. Checking back in for Luers is Johnson and Caitlin Gray. They're out there with Kanapke, Beerbaum, and as that's going to be 2 fouls on Catherine Kanapke. Let's see, it's Johnson, Reinbold's back in, along with Beerbaum, Kanapke, and Gray.
Logan's going to the line for 1-and-1 here, and that is the second foul in 6 seconds on Catherine Kanapke. Now she's got to be careful for the rest of that because she's not coming off the floor.
It doesn't appear that way right now anyway. She's not done a lot statistically. 1 for 1 from the field and 3 rebounds as Rouse knocks down her first attempt. Johnson getting pretty aggressive on the block out there at the line. Logan doing a good job of just ignoring it. She'll try to give the Knights a 6-point lead, and she does. Just about 30 seconds into this second quarter, Norwell in their man-to-man. Just to give, and that should have been a traveling call on Reinbold. Another steal by Wilson. She'll head the other way. Beat the pack down the floor, missed the shot, but Filling with the offensive rebound. She's going to go to the line.
Norwell being real aggressive. They're creating a lot of turnovers. A lot of their basket attempts, a lot of times they've gotten to the line, has been in transition, and Coach Mark Pixley is going to burn a timeout here.
And it's going to be a full timeout. So we will take a break, hear from a sponsor, and be right back.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to the TP here in Decatur, sectional 23, quarterfinal game number 1, Norwell 20, Bishop Luers 14, 7:04 left in this first half, and Kaylee Filling going to the line for 2 for the Lady Knights.
Kaylee with 3 points. She hit a 3 in that first quarter, 1 of 3 from the field.
Yeah, right from the corner. She's 1 for 2 from that corner.
Luers with 18 fouls. Norwell with just 2 to this point. And good on the free throws, Kaylee Filling.
Tell you what, Norwell was very good this week in practice from the line as well. So they're definitely shooting it their best from the line at the right time of year.
Filling's second one also good.
10 for 10 from the line now as a team.
Yeah, and Luers has not shot a free throw yet. Johnson into the front court. That's Reinbold with the basketball. Filling takes her on the switch. Kaylee, a very active defender. And they throw it away as Dunnick gives it up to Wilson. We'll see how they call it. It's going to be Norwell basketball, so another turnover on the Bishop Luers Lady Knights. They're going back to that full court trap. Wilson will give it up to Barger. Barger will get it into the front court, and Wilson will reset. Barger into the lane, finds Filling, and a traveling call on Brienne. I've got Norwell now with 7 turnovers. Luers with 8. 6:33 left in this second quarter.
And that may seem like a lot in a normal Norwell game, but this is not a normal Norwell game.
No.
This is a game with a high possession count, so the turnovers are going to be elevated for both teams.
Well, Luers is just full court. I mean, they have not backed off of that full court defense.
And they might
yet.
not all night. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Dunnick.
Believe so. They were fronting and behind.
That's a great way to play it, though.
Kanapke. Aubrey picks up her first, team's third. It was on the floor, so Johnson will key it in.
Staying out of foul trouble was a big key the last time these two teams played. And Norwell did a fairly good job of that. Brielle Wilson sat a lot of that half. In that first half, that's wow. What a nifty move with the Euro. Maybe got away with a little drag, but finishes off glass.
Wow, what a shot by Lydia Reinbold. They get it ahead to Rouse. She lays it in. Barger with the assist. Boy, Logan is really racking up the points. She's got 4 here in the second quarter and had 10 in the first. That's Kanapke, and she buries the 16-footer.
Both teams starting to heat up again.
That's the first shot I've seen Kanapke shoot from outside of the lane. Wilson open for 3. No good on this one. The rebound, though, is controlled by Dunnick. She throws it out of bounds. No, they're going to say it's off of Luers. So good hustle by Aubrey to pull down the offensive rebound.
I tell you what's happening right now defensively for Luers. The problem is
Norwell's press.
Well, that and what that does is it speeds things up, so they're not able to set in that box and one. And what that does a lot of times is it stagnates an offense, and Norwell's not allowed that to happen so far tonight.
That's exactly right. As Kaylee Felling looking for help finds Wilson. Wilson thought about it, gave it up to Barger. Barger into the lane. Good kick out to Felling. She will travel again.
Boy, I don't know. That's really close. The travel has been called real tight tonight.
Yes, it has so far. 5:10 left here in this first half. Well, up by 6. Johnson being guarded by Felling very closely. Reinbold up top. Will get it to Gray for a 3 attempt, and she hits it. That's Ashlyn Gray with her first 3. That pulls Luers back to within 3 points. Up ahead to Rouse. She loses the basketball. That'll be a turnover on your Knights. Reinbold the other way. Luers can tie it with that shot. No good. Over the back was Kanapke. No call. Dunnick pulled down the rebound. Oh, my goodness. No foul called there. Rouse with the move. No good. And the rebound is going to be a jump ball. Well, the Knights fans wanted an over the back call. Checking in for Norwell will be Maya Shelton.
Well, I think it looked like she went over the back, but she really didn't make any contact. She just kind of hung on to the ball. And
I thought that was actually a good call.
Yeah, I agree.
Janiyah Bright checking in as well for Luers.
Boy, everybody just trying to fight for that extra call, though. Fighting for everything that they can get in a hotly contested tournament matchup.
4:10 left in this second quarter. Gray changes gears. The floater, no good. And coming down with the rebound was Felling. She lost the basketball. Bright missed, and Dunnick pulls it down. She's getting fouled.
Yeah, Aubrey talking to the official on the way back, and I think probably saying something. She kind of aggressively threw that ball away. Why are we not shooting free throws here? And we will now.
Yeah, I was going to say those should be free throws. If I was called on Anaya Johnson,
Yeah, I think he's just trying to make sure that she stays in check. Emotions are going to run high in this game, and she's just kind of frustrated. She hadn't gotten the last couple of foul calls, but she finally got that one.
Aubrey, no good. Rouse with the offensive rebound, no good. And Logan pulls down another offensive rebound. That's filling for three, and the ball's on the floor. It'll be a jump ball.
Stay with Norwell here. They're going to get more chances. Norwell just can't hit from outside right now. You think about them hitting a couple of those that have been open, because those have been open looks, then this is a completely different ballgame.
Norwell 0 for 3 in the quarter beyond the arc, 2 for 9 on the game, 3:42 left in the quarter, and that pass is wild. It's going to be stolen by Luers up ahead. That's Gray with the shot. No good, and Rouse pulls down the defensive rebound.
That was a really tough shot.
Yeah,
good
it
defense.
was. Brielle Wilson up into the front court. Filling tried to get it to Shelton. It'll be out of bounds and remain Norwell basketball. One too many passes there, I think.
Yeah, I think Filling's got to go up with that.
Lauren Bales will check in for Norwell, and Filling will take a seat. 3:26 left in this second quarter. Wilson, that inbounds pass is stolen away.
Yeah.
That's 6 turnovers on the Knights here in the second quarter. Kanapke gets it up ahead, travels,
Oh my
no
goodness.
call. Bright will be fouled. That's a tough call right now.
Yeah, that one was a travel.
Kanapke fell on the floor with the basketball. No call, and it'll be the first foul on Maya Shelton. Janiah Bright will go to the line for the first free throw for Luers this evening. She can pull Bishop Luers to within 1 with a pair of good free throws. And that wasn't close.
She had the right distance, but she was wide right.
Yeah, wide right. Brianne Barger's going to check back in for Coach Thornton and replace Aubrey Dunnick. So it's Rouse, Barger, Bale, Shelton, and Wilson on the floor.
Remember, Luers did not shoot it well from the free throw line.
Oh, they really struggled.
They were 2 for 9 in the first half, and Bright was not close on either one.
Bales pulled down that miss. As Javens is getting set to check in for Luers. And they are just, literally, Caitlin Gray is hanging on to Logan Rouse jersey all over the floor. That should free up somebody.
Yep.
Shelton on the post to Barger. Barger with the turnaround, no good, but she gets her own rebound and will kick it out. That's a long 3 from Bales, no good. Rouse pulls down the rebound, gets it back up, and gets fouled.
Norwell's all over the boards again. They're still not hitting from outside, but they're creating things inside and getting to the line.
In this quarter, Derek, I've got 5. I've got Norwell with 11 rebounds in this quarter to Luers just having just a couple.
Yeah.
Dory Javens checks back in for Bishop Luers. Also, Aubrey Dunnick checks back in for the Knights. Barger takes a seat. Kanapke took a seat for Coach Pixley. Raoul's second free throw is good. The Knights lead by 4. 2:35 left. Johnson quickly across the line. Into the lane. Forces up the left-handed shot. No good. And Rouse comes out of there with it. She's going to try to take it to the rim. She gets stripped and will head the other way. And the Knights come up with a turnover. Shelton into the lane. No foul call. They call traveling.
I think that was pretty good defense. She was straight up. Shelton just kind of ran into a wall.
Haley Filling's going to check back in for Norwell, as is Brianne Barger. Shelton will take a seat. So will Lauren Bales. 2:15 left in this first half. Boy, it has been nonstop action to this point. Both teams.
Yeah, Norwell's led most of the way, though.
With 7 points in this second quarter. That's Gray. Now Bright. Bright has not come off the floor since she entered midway through the first quarter. There's the post pass to Javens. She tries to get it back from Gray, and they'll reset. Norwell's played man-to-man this entire quarter, almost stolen by Wilson. Gray will step back for three and bring the Luers team to within 1 point. Caitlin Gray, that was her first basket. Wilson into the lane, and that's a very tough call on Brielle Wilson. She'll be called for the charge, and that'll be a turnover on the Knights. Derek, I've got him for 9 turnovers in the quarter.
Wow. 15 and a half, I believe, is what that brings them to. Wow, that's a ton.
Yep.
But they still got the lead. Gonna have to get a stop now. Luers can take the lead with the basket here.
Underneath, the ball is thrown away. Logan Rouse comes up with it.
And they turn
and
it right back
taken
over.
right back. Janiyah Bright gives Luers their first lead. She actually missed a shot, got it back and scored. So that's another offensive rebound for Bishop Luers with under a minute left. Filling finds Barger. The cross-court pass is out of bounds. 50.9 seconds left. Checking in is Kennedy Glenn. Johnson will take a seat for Luers. Yeah, Luers has got a little momentum right now.
Yep, we'll see if they can capitalize on that right before the half.
On a 6-point run, Bright is just dribbling through everybody. Oh.
How do you call that?
Well,
I don't know what, I don't know what she's supposed to do on that. It's like Barker was standing there for a long time.
Well, when a player's out of control, you cannot bail them out by giving a foul call to the other team.
No. Good
news
news
is that's exactly what happened.
Bright is not a good free throw shooter.
She's 0 for 2 so far in this one, and that one is good. That's the first made free throw for Luers as Bales checks back in for Norwell. Luers with 13 points so far in this quarter. Bright's second free throw, no good, and Barger pulls down the rebound. Wilson will head the other way with 35 seconds on the clock. Luers still in his zone. Brielle into the lane, nice floater.
That's a big shot for Norwell. Kind of stops the bleeding. They really need to come up with a stop here.
Her first two. Glenn with the basketball. The back door to Bright. Bright will be stripped by Rouse. That's going to be a turnover, not a shot, as she was going up with it. Filling with the other way, 11 seconds into the lane. She gets it inside, and a foul's going to be called. Great pass by Kaylee Filling to Barger underneath. That'll go on 34, Dory Javins. That's her first. Actually, it's pronounced Javins, apparently.
Nah,
I'm not counting on that, though. I think it's Javins.
No, it's Javins.
Barger will go to the line for the first time this evening, and good on her first one. Catherine Kanapke is going to check back in with 7.9 seconds on the clock. Glenn takes a seat. And not good on that one. Look at Rouse battling for the offensive rebound. Underneath as Filling is swatted. Kanapke got the basketball, heaves it, and that will end the first half.
How entertaining was that?
That was a lot of fun. Norwell leading by 1 here at halftime at Bellmont. I'm out of breath. We'll take a break and be back after these words from our sponsors.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928. It's a great call that saves you time and money.
Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days. To apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com.
At Bluffton Family Eye Care, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the TP here in Decatur. Sectional 23, quarterfinal game number 1. Norwell 28, Bishop Luers 27. At halftime, Battle of the Knights here in Decatur, and it has been a really fun game to watch. Both these teams playing really hard. There's been a lot of mistakes. Norwell committing 15-plus turnovers. Greg, you're going to talk about that a little more with the halftime stats.
Yeah, I had them for 17, Derek, and I had Luers with 11. Now, the other stark difference, and I obviously can miss rebounds, but I had Norwell with 20 rebounds to Luers 8.
Yeah, and whatever the actual margin is, and that may be correct, but it is definitely tilted heavily in Norwell's favor, probably by double digits. And it's shocking to see a team lose a game when they're plus double digits on the rebound.
Yeah.
The boards are just so big. It was big last time. It's big again tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, and where Pixley's defense is failing him tonight is he's trying to face guard Logan Riles with the Gray girls. They're not strong, and that's where Logan's getting her point. She is absolutely dominating on the boards for the Knights. I've got her for 7 offensive rebounds in that first half alone.
Right.
And, I mean, she could end up with a double-double on offensive rebounds if he keeps guarding her with Gray. And the thing is, if he gets away from that box and one, that's going to free up Logan for first shots instead of seconds.
Yeah, and the other thing I think Norwell has to do better of is shoot it from the outside.
Yeah.
That was big. They got a lot of great looks in that first half, but just didn't convert on enough of them.
Yeah, just 2 of 10.
Right, and if you're, say, 3 of 10, if you're 4 of 10, which is a reasonable number considering the looks that you're getting, right now instead of a 1-point lead, you're looking at a 7-point lead. So those are big, and I think this is the type of game you work for this type of game your entire season, and something's not going to go right. It always happens in the sectional to every single good team. Something's not going to go right, and now's when you're tested and see really how much you can overcome That's one of those big things here tonight.
Yeah, it'll be, I'm looking forward to this second half. We've got about 4.5 minutes before we get there. Let's run through some stats. First of all, for Luers, they were 11 of 22 from the field. That's 50%. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc for 67%. And 1 of 4 from the free throw line for 25%. I had them, again, these are not official stats. I had them for 11 turnovers and 8 rebounds. Individually, led by 3 players with 5 points apiece, Ashlyn Gray, Lydia Reinbold, and Janiyah Bright. Catherine Kanapke with 4. She's only shot twice and made them both. Kennedy Glenn had 3, as did Caitlin Gray, and 2 points for Anaya Johnson. So very balanced effort by Luers in the first half from a scoring standpoint. For your Lady Knights, I had them 7 of 24 in the first half. That's 29%. 2 of 10 from beyond the arc for 20%. However, from the free throw line, very good. 12 of 15 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
We mentioned those 17 turnovers and 20 rebounds that I have them for. Logan Rouse dominating this basketball game so far. I had her for 15 points and 8 rebounds in the first half. Almost a double-double in the first half of play. Chipping in with 5 points was Kaylee Filling on 1 of 5 shooting. Then Lauren Bales hit a 3. She was 1 of 3. Maya Shelton hit a couple of free throws for 2, and Brielle Wilson had 2 as well. Brianne Barger also chipped in a free throw in that first half. So 6 Lady Knights in the scoring column in that first half.
Yeah, it was an impressive half for both teams. I really like that both of these teams, I think they've kind of figured out how to play in the tournament because they're giving everything they got. And it's great to see 2 teams play like that in a half of basketball that was dominated by forcing turnovers. And that was the big thing because a lot of those points, I would probably say between a third and a half of the total points outside of free throws, total field goals we're talking about, were in transition combined between both teams.
Or on the boards.
Or on the boards, right.
Yep.
So second chance opportunities. The baskets right now are not coming in the set offense. They're coming off of the rebounds. They're coming in transition. And we should have a great second half ahead of us.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Luers keeps that defensive pressure on full court. The Knights got a lot of easy baskets of those,
especially early.
Of those 7 that they had in the first half. They only had 2 field goals in the second quarter, but almost all of them in transition. Even the 3s that they hit. The one that comes to mind is Lauren Bales that she banked in. But the Knights are going to have to clean up the turnovers a little bit. They can't have another half with 17 turnovers, or they're not going to be able to win this basketball game.
Probably not.
So they've got to clean that up. Luers, on the other hand, they have to figure out a way to stop Logan Riles. Riles with 15 points, 10 in the first quarter, 5 in the second.
Yeah, and she played really aggressive, and so did everybody on the floor. I don't think anybody's timid right now. You're not seeing a lot of fouls called in general. I mean, there's going to be some fouls, but as far as on the drive, things like that, not a lot of fouls called. They're really letting them bang away in the post, and that's kind of what you'd expect from a tournament game. So it frees up players, and it kind of gets them in the mindset that they're not going to get called for an offensive foul. We only saw that once in that first half. It was on Brielle Wilson, and that was a bang-bang call. So really, you just got to continue to drive and attack the basket, and I think both teams will be okay.
Yeah, we're just about set for second quarter action. I think it's going to be the starters on the floor for each team. For Luers, that would be Caitlin and Ashlyn Gray, along with Anaya Johnson, Lydia Reinbold, and Catherine Kanapke.
It will be Luers basketball here coming out of the halftime break.
For Norwell, it's Barger, Riles, Dunnick, Wilson, and Filling. Reinbold will inbound. Looks like Norwell's going to start out the half in a man-to-man defense as they get the scoreboard set. Now we're ready to go. Hang on to your seatbelts, folks.
Yep, it's the last half of basketball for one of these teams. It's kind of a shame to see that happen.
Absolutely, especially in this first round.
Yep.
You just hate to see it. Gray trying to get past Wilson. Good defense there by Brielle. Reinbold finds Johnson. Johnson did not have a lot of minutes in that first half. She had 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting and a rebound. She'll pull up and launch a 3, no good, and Wilson pulls down the rebound.
Not a lot of ball movement on that set for Luers coming out of halftime.
No, they didn't look real comfortable. Filling spins into the lane, gets it out to Wilson. Wilson now to Barger on the wing, leaves it for Riles. Riles thought about it, will drive, kick out to Filling, wide open 3, no good, it goes in. I didn't think that was going in, Derek.
Off the back iron, and again, another nice friendly touch off of soft Bellmont rims.
Logan Riles with the assist. Good find on the drive. She's done a really good job of varying her looks and not being predictable. Inside, that's Reinbold with the miss. The rebound pulled down by Dunnick. Boy, that was a great look for Lydia Reinbold. Excellent feed. And Luers starts off 0 for 2. Good hands as Filling needs to keep it in the front court. And Coach Thornton's going to have to burn a timeout. That'll be the second timeout used. I believe I would guess it's going to be a 30.
Yeah.
It is, so we'll keep it here. And once again, thank Jeff Shelton of Shelton Financial Group and Shelton Family Maple Syrup for supporting us in this game. Also, we'll talk about Peyton's Northern. They're a Kroger company, and they're now hiring. If you're 18, able to work 10-hour days, and can pass pre-employment and background screenings, please apply online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution. Search for Bluffton. That's jobs.kroger.com. Norwell will have the basketball right underneath us here. 6:41 left in the third quarter.
Well, right now for Norwell, if you can capitalize on this possession, you can claim the first minute and a half of the second half, and that's huge in every basketball game. Control the first couple minutes of that second half.
Filling being chased by a couple of Luers. Riles into the lane. She will hang and miss it. Boy, a good shot. Just couldn't get it to go. Luers quickly the other way. That's Reinbold. Reinbold is really an offensive threat. She only had 5 points in the first half.
She's pulled it a couple times from out there.
Kanapke being guarded by Wilson. She'll shoot the turnaround. Didn't have a good handle on it, but saved.
Norwell didn't chase the rebound.
Underneath by Reinbold. That 3 was missed by Gray. It'll be Luers' ball.
Yeah, you got to grab the rebound. Norwell, the first time, that was a bad deflection. But the first time, Norwell didn't really chase after that rebound. I'm not sure if they thought it was going out of bounds or what the deal was. But you can't keep 2 feet planted on the ground. Got to chase everything.
Yeah, good hustle by Luers. They've got some energy right now. That's Kanapke on the inbounds. The turnaround, good.
Not an easy shot there by Kanapke, but she converts and draws Luers within 2.
Wilson up ahead to Riles. Riles tracks it down. Leaves it for Barger. It's off of a Luers player, but Dunnick able to corral it. The Knights will reset against the Luers zone defense. Filling steps up. She could have had the 3. Didn't take it. Now she'll try to hit the gap and give it to Wilson. Barger on the wing. Riles at the high post. Filling will drive the floater, no good, and Kanapke pulls down the rebound. That was a good shot.
Yeah, I like the look there.
Just couldn't get it to go. There's Reinbold for 3, no good, and the rebound controlled by Riles. Wow. That 3 was by Reinbold. 5:08 left in the quarter. Wilson being really guarded closely by Caitlin Gray. They're face guarding as, yeah.
Oh, they're going to call on Brielle. Oh, no. He really, that's wrong.
Well, that's a really tough call as Anaya Johnson certainly made contact.
Oh, my. Well, why do you think she lost the ball?
Yeah, the official saying that she extended her arm.
Wow, that's just not a good
Janiyah
call.
Bright's going to check in for Luers.
Well, and the other thing is he was on the backside of that play, so it's kind of hard to see that. We're in a much better angle here as far as looking at it. So yeah, it's just one that goes against Norwell. Now they're going to have to come up with a way to get a stop here because Luers can take the lead with a 3.
Johnson with the basketball. That's Bright in the corner. Bright is a pretty one-dimensional player. She's going to drive. She's not going to shoot from distance. That's Gray for 3. Kanapke able to pull down the rebound.
That was a long 2 by Bright, and they get another rebound.
Gray pulled down the rebound on the other side.
Yeah, and you know what? The rebounds have been so tilted now in Luers' favor here in the second half that things are starting to even out a little bit. Norwell not doing a good job on the boards.
That foul is going to go on Dunnick, her third, and Johnson will go to the line. Yeah, they've got 3 offensive rebounds here already in the third quarter. Luers does. Norwell with none. 4:32 left, and Johnson's free throw no good.
Struggles continue for Luers from the line.
Yeah, just 1 of 4 in the first half, as Shelton is going to check in for the Knights. Dunnick takes his seat. Johnson's second free throw didn't look comfortable at all. Rouse pulls down the rebound.
Good board. Oh, that hit the net.
Wilson up ahead. Logan gets it to Filling. They got numbers, and Logan just tried to pass it too late.
That was Kaylee that tried to pass it too late, and she probably should have gone up with it.
Gray the other way quickly gets blocked. Kanapke, though, gets it to go.
Ties the game. Norwell having some trouble figuring some things out on offense.
Filling into the front court and travels. She sure did. That's turnovers on consecutive possessions for the Knights. 31-31. What a game we got here at Bellmont this evening in the first game of the sectional. It's Ashlyn Gray to Bright. Under 4 minutes left here in the third. The Luers looking to take their second lead of the game. They've trailed most of this basketball game. Caitlin Gray will back up and bring it all the way around. Might have carried it. That's what the Norwell fans wanted. Luers being patient. Johnson in the corner. That's Ashlyn Gray to Caitlin. Caitlin will drive and get blocked. It'll be out of bounds and remain Luers basketball. I think that was Rouse with the block, wasn't it, Derek?
Yeah. It's been a lot more deliberate pace. Kind of getting into the half-court game a little bit more here in the second half.
Under 3.5 to go. Gray will launch the 17-footer. No good. The rebound controlled by Bright. She misses. And Filling comes out of there with it. Wow.
A lot of contact.
Yeah, there was. That was Ashlyn on the miss. And the original miss. Wilson gets it to Barger. They've got Maya Shelton open on this left side. They just can't get it to her. Filling will step up. Shelton thought about it. The cross court to Wilson for 3. No good. The rebound batted around, controlled by Barger. Barger's foul.
Nice rebound. That's another good look for Brielle Wilson out there. She just couldn't knock it down, but Norwell once again asserting themselves on the boards and getting back to the free throw line.
That's a third foul on Janiah Bright. I believe it was called on.
I think it was on Johnson. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on here? That basket's got to count, right? I think they're going to let that free throw count.
Well,
the buzzer was in the middle. So, yeah, they are going to count the free throw.
The foul was on Johnson. That's her third.
Yeah, because the buzzer sounded in the middle of the free throw. Barger kept going. They were trying to check who the foul was on. They did correct it.
No, it was called on Caitlin Glenn.
Yeah.
Or Catherine Kanapke. Boy, the scoreboard really struggling tonight. Barger good on both free throws. So Kanapke's got 3. 2:52 left in the quarter. Norwell by a couple. Bright tries to drive, is stripped. It's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to Norwell. That'll be Luers' first turnover of the second half.
Yeah, there just haven't been quite as many possessions. Pace has not been as frenetic.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Well, here's some pressure. Bales into the game for the Knights. I didn't see her check in. She'll be stripped by Bright. Bright up ahead to Johnson.
Pass.
And Johnson's going to be fouled by Bales.
Great pass.
That'll be the first on Lauren. Third on the team. Norwell only had 6 fouls called on him in the first half. Johnson will go to the line for her third free throw attempt of the evening. And not particularly close. Checking in for Luers is 32, Libby Beerbaum. Beerbaum, just a sophomore as well. Boy, Luers is going to be good for several years here.
Oh, yeah. Kind of building back the program to what it was. It was so dominant in this area for such a long time.
Yes, they were. Johnson. Boy, that's... Oh, she gets it to go. Got a break there. It's a 1-point game again. Bales into the front court. That's Rouse. Rouse has not had a lot of touches here in the second half.
She
just makes some offense right there.
Yeah, she just created it and willed it in, and Norwell back up 3.
I've got 17 now for Logan, just her second shot of the second half. Gray.
Timeout.
And a timeout by Mark Pixley. That's his second timeout. It is a 30, so we'll keep it here. More than just a hardware store, Reed's Do It Best Hardware has a gift shop, paint department, rental department, and yes, hardware. They're open 7 days a week to best serve you. Located on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. Also, if you're looking for a local bank you can really depend on, come to First Bank of Bern. They provide service that other banks only dream about with 8 convenient locations near you. 2:18 left in this third quarter, Derek.
35-32. 3-point Norwell lead. And Luers will have the basketball coming out.
Luers with just 1 foul called in the second half.
Norwell was just 3, though, so a lot fewer fouls. Of course, there weren't that many fouls called in that first half. Both teams kind of being allowed to play tonight, and that's the way it should be in a tournament game. You want to see things under control, but at a physical level.
Yeah, and decided by the players.
Yeah.
It will be the Lady Knights from Luers basketball. Johnson inbounding to Javens, gets it right back, tries to get by Bales. Good defense by Lauren. Javens on the wing. It's knocked away by Rouse, and they'll head the other way. Rouse with another steal. Shelton will pull it back out. Good decision by the freshman.
Except she's stuck, and she had to burn a timeout. Norwell did.
Well, Coach Thornton now down to 2 timeouts. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick break with the Knights up by 3. We'll be right back.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Welcome back to the TP. 2:02 left in the third quarter. 3-point Norwell lead. Coach Thornton down to 2 timeouts. Who said anything was easy in a sectional? Neither team has been able to create separation between the other, and it's probably gonna come down to the last couple of possessions. You've got to take care of the basketball and continue to get good shots, even if they're not going in. You've got to continue to get shots off. You don't want to cheat yourself a possession and not be able to convert.
That's Bales with the basketball. It's her, Barger, Wilson, Rowles, and Shelton on the floor. Rowles looking to drive. She's cut off by Johnson. The Norwell fans wanted a foul called. No foul is called. And that was Gray pulling down the rebound in the corner. Number 32, Beerbaum.
I think she traveled. I think she got away with it, though.
And Luers ties it up at 35. This has been nip and tuck the whole way. Bales is going to be fouled. Can't get it to go, but she'll go to the line.
Almost. Lauren Bales goes to the line here, and for Norwell, here's what they're doing now. After a make, they're starting to speed the pace back up again. So we've been real all over the place with how this pace has gone tonight.
1:22 left in this third quarter. Lauren good on her first free throw.
I think Norwell's really controlled the pace so far, too.
It does seem that way. Kaylee Filling's going to check back in for Shelton.
It seems whenever Norwell wants to go fast, they'll do it, and Luers will do it with them. But whenever they slow it down into the half court, Luers was willing to do that as well.
And Lauren good on both free throws. Knights 4 for 4 in the quarter from the line. That's really been the difference in this basketball game. Rouse almost came up with a steal. That's Gray being guarded by Wilson. Oh, boy, she switched pivot feet there. No call as Javens, dangerously close to turning it over herself. Johnson will drive, put up the layup, and score. Nice move by Anaya Johnson.
Here comes the press again.
She's got 5. That's Filling looking for help. Gets it away to Bales. Bales with numbers. It's 4-on-2 from behind Bright. And Lauren leaves it for Filling. Wilson open for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Bright. She'll head the other way. Being guarded up top. That pass open in the corner. Beerbaum open again for three and hits it. Libby Beerbaum with 6 consecutive points. Luers up by 3. Wilson steps through and scores on the other end.
Here comes the pace again. Oh, nobody got back.
Caitlin Gray.
That's terrible transition defense by the Knights.
Scores on the other end. Luers with their biggest lead at 3, up ahead to Rouse. Rouse is fouled and scores. Lauren Bales with the assist. And Logan will go to the line with a chance to tie this game up at 42. The foul was called on Janiyah Bright, her third. Maya Shelton will check back in for Brielle Wilson. .7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Oh, and the foul was not called on Janiyah Bright. It was called on Dory Javins. That'll be her second, in my book anyway. Yep, that's what they put on the board. Rouse free throw, nothing but net. We're tied at 42. And they can't give Luers a good shot here. Bright will heave it from half court and hit the bottom of the backboard. It will count as a shot attempt. We're tied at 42, folks. Well, fourth quarter action after these words from our sponsors.
And they bring the ball down across the timeline. Wingman is open. He dribbles around, finds an open man in the corner, jumps, shoots, scores. Hi, Tim Steffen, Steffen Financial Group. Wish your retirement was as easy as jump, shoot, score? Come to see us at our office at 110 West Cherry Street or call us please at 824-8175. Let us work for you to reach your financial goals. Jump, shoot, score. Let us help you with that. Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Welcome back to the TP Sectional 23 quarterfinal game number 1. We're tied at 42. Can the tournament get any better? It's the sectional. Luers basketball coming out of the break.
Unbelievable. As I'll tell you, Luers is keeping in this basketball game from beyond the arc. They're now 6 of 14.
That's pretty good. Almost 50%.
Luers with the basketball to start this final stanza. That's Lydia Reinbold. She'll leave it for Bright. The freshman has played a ton of minutes, big minutes here, as Luers throws it away. That's only I've got him for just 3 turnovers here in the second half.
Yeah, they've done a much better job taking care of the ball.
Wilson looking for help, finds Filling. The starter's back out there for the Knights, by the way. Rouse will drive and get hammered by Lydia Reinbold.
Way to be
aggressive. That'll be her second.
Yeah, it's great. Great decision there by Logan to get aggressive. Norwell needs some points. They can retake the lead here. Both times, the heavyweights trading punches at the end of that third quarter, and both teams had an answer.
As Raoul's first one is good. I've got her, Derek, for 21.
Yep.
As good as Luers has been from beyond the arc, 6 of 14. They have struggled from the free throw line as Kanapke pulls down a rebound. Just 2 of 8 from the free throw line. That's Reinbold with the basketball. The step through, can't get it to go, and Dunnick pulls down the rebound as she throws it off of Janiyah Bright.
Again, a lot of contact down there. Hasn't been called the whole game. And that's okay. They've been very consistent about it.
Luers with their full court pressure. Dunnick will head up court and throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, she did the same thing up at Luers last week. Aubrey isn't terrible handling the basketball. She just gets a little bit ahead of herself.
Yeah, and Kaylee Felling had no chance of catching that pass.
That thing was 115 miles an hour.
I got Norwell now with 22 turnovers on the game.
That's a lot. That's a lot to be in the lead.
Luers with 14. Bright gets stripped by Felling.
Good active defense.
Bright looking for help, finds Kanapke as Kanapke comes out 25 feet from the basket to help out. 6:45 left in this ball game, at least in regulation. Reinbold looking for a place to drive, leaves it for Kanapke. Kanapke misses the shot. That was a good look for Kanapke.
It was a good look, but good defense by Norwell. A couple of players there straight up, good fundamental D.
Barger into the lane, gets stripped, leaves it for Felling. Felling tries to get it underneath. It'll be Luers basketball.
Just kind of got stuck close to the baseline with nowhere to go.
Lauren Bales is going to check in for the Lady Knights and replace Kaylee Felling. Yeah, possessions, you just cannot turn the basketball over. Caitlin Gray's going to check back in for Luers. Reinbold will take a seat. Caitlin Gray, a junior, as is, and Reinbold's only a sophomore. Also checking back in is Ashlyn Gray. Ashlyn, a junior. As Janiyah Bright takes a seat, she has played heavy minutes tonight.
Yeah, she has.
And played
kind of
very
unexpected as well.
5 points.
Yeah, she's risen to the challenge.
Gray quickly the other way. Javens wide open for three, no good. And the rebound kicked out to Gray for three. That's good.
Yeah, nice friendly touch, and Norwell doesn't rebound again. It's been a different story in the second half on the boards.
It really has, as Luers retakes the lead. That's Wilson for three, no good.
She just hasn't been able to get anything.
No. Brielle now 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. She's got 4 points.
Well, needs a stop right here.
They trail by 2. Caitlin Gray into the front court. Leaves it for Javens. Javens. Now Ashlyn Gray into the lane. The angle pass underneath, and Kanapke traveled. That'll be the second turnover of the quarter on the Lady Knights from Luers. I've gone for 15 for the game. Full court pressure here from Bishop Luers. Dunnick with the inbounds pass, leaves it for Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Javens. Into the front court, Bales. Bales will go baseline. Tried to get it to Rouse. Dunnick ended up with it. Wilson's going to launch another three. No good.
Can't
and
hit.
Caitlin Gray pulled down the rebound. Gray the other way. Leaves it for Javens. Will launch the three. No good. And over the back was Catherine Kanapke. No call. That's a big break for Bishop Luers, as she's got 3 fouls. That could have been her 4th. Wilson looking to inbound. Needs to get it in. And a 5-second call on the Lady Knights. Well, Coach Thornton really can't afford to burn a timeout in that situation.
You can't. Now you got 2 left. So, yeah, especially trailing by 2. You just can't afford to do that.
Felling will replace Bales. Gray inbounds to Beerbaum with a quick three, as Kanapke with the long rebound. Taking it up will be Kanapke. She missed. Quickly the other way, Wilson. No foul called on the other end. The rebound controlled by Ashlyn Gray. She'll head the other way. Caitlin Gray will launch a three and hit it.
Now wait a minute. No. There's no way, because she never took the basketball out of bounds. So that is, Luers fans are just not arguing about the right thing here, because the ball was never taken out of bounds.
Norwell 0 for 3 from the field here in the fourth quarter. They trail by 5. Luers' biggest lead. And it's all been on 3-pointers.
Norwell's got to figure out a way to get it across the timeline here.
Filling into the front court.
Big time
She's
numbers.
got numbers. Rouse is going to be fouled by Catherine Kanapke. That's her 4th.
That's one way to do it, and especially if you can get it on Kanapke with 4:40 to go. You got to get yourself to the line and figure out a way to get Kanapke out of there, because she's killing them on the boards.
At least, yeah, that is 4. So Logan Rouse will go to the line. Her first is good. Bright and Johnson back into the Luers lineup. Javens and Beerbaum take a seat. I might have missed some stats, Derek, in that flurry of activity.
That's okay.
But I got the score right. Rouse good on both free throws.
Couple big ones.
Logan now for 23.
Draws Norwell back within one possession, but they haven't been able to convert a three in a long time.
Norwell back to the 1-3-1 trap. Kanapke stays on the floor with 4.5 minutes left, and she steps on the line. That'll be a turnover on Luers, their third of the quarter. They had just 2 turnovers in the third quarter. I got Norwell for 24 and Luers for 16. Rouse gets the inbounds pass. She'll head up court as she's tripped. No foul called. That'll be a turnover on the Lady Knights. Johnson gets it up and in. It's a 5-point lead again for Luers. Coach Thornton uses a timeout. Got to be a full. We'll take it and be right back.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there's plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Now, welcome back to the TP Indicator, Sectional 23, quarterfinal game 1. Luers 50, Norwell 45, 4:16 to play in this one. Just Norwell really in need of a basket now. They're down to just 1 timeout for the rest of the contest. And this thing is going to get interesting in the last couple of minutes here because Luers has been hot from the three-point line.
Oh, unbelievable.
That's where they're winning the basketball game.
8
It has been a
three-pointers.
complete reversal of what happened the first time between these two teams.
Norwell has missed all 3 of their field goal attempts here in the fourth quarter. 0 for 2 from beyond the arc, 0 for 1 from inside of it. In fact, Brielle Wilson's taken all 3 of those shots. Kaylee Filling into the lane, the floater no good, but the rebound controlled by Aubrey Dunnick. Wilson will reset, leave it for Barger. Barger into the lane, leaves it for Dunnick. Dunnick is blocked by Reinbold. Quickly the other way is Luers. They are up by 5. They don't need to score right now.
Nope.
They can be very patient. Norwell's going to have to force the action on defense. Johnson will throw it away.
Big turnover.
Rouse heads the other way, leaves it for Filling. Filling to the lane, leaves it for Barger. Barger's going to be fouled. That could either go on Johnson or Reinbold. We'll have to check it. It goes on Johnson, her third. Barger to the line. She is 3 for 4 so far this evening. And her first one in there. Brienne now with 4 points for the contest. Knights trying to pull to within 3. They need another defensive stop. Both teams have 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter. And Barger good on both free throws.
Norwell's been really cool from the line tonight. Really
yeah, they
cool
have.
And collected.
Under 3.5 minutes left in this one. The long pass fielded by Gray. She'll leave it for Johnson. There's the trap underneath, and it is off of Norwell.
Wow.
It'll remain Luers basketball. They
Boy,
had that.
They
turnover.
did, but both of them, it was Brielle and Logan, both the seniors, really both tried to intercept it at the same time, and it went off of them and out of bounds.
Caitlin Gray will inbound for the Lady Knights from Luers. Finally gets it into Ashlyn. Ashlyn will bring it up top. Norwell in a man-to-man with 3:09 left.
Norwell not in any kind of foul trouble.
No, only 3 fouls called in this half. Of course, Luers have only had 6 called. That's Janiah Bright, who's back in, and she throws it away. Good steal by Dunnick. Filling will get it up ahead to Wilson. Wilson to Dunnick. Dunnick will drive and get fouled. That'll go on Reinbold. That'll be her third. Norwell continuing to attack.
That's what they've done well all night long.
Dunnick will go to the line. She can bring the Knights to within one if she can knock down a couple free throws here. And she hits the first one. Catherine Kanapke is going to check back in with 4 fouls. She'll replace Anaya Johnson. Dunnick trying to make it a 1-point game here with 2:50 left. She does not. And Reinbold pulls down the rebound. She will bring it across the timeline. The looping pass makes it to Gray, and they're just throwing it over top of Norwell's defense right now. That's Bright. Reinbold looks for, appeared to travel. Bright will drive. The Euro step is good. Nice move by Janiyah Bright. That's her 7th point.
Silly foul, and it puts Norwell in the bonus.
Is that on Bright?
If it's on Bright, and it's not, it's on Gray.
Ashlyn Gray, I've got her for 2. Yep.
Yeah, she's got to earn this second one, though, so she's got to knock down the front end.
Dunnick 1 for 3 from the line on the evening. Getting set to check in for Luers is Libby Bierbaum, and no good. The rebound, though, hustled for by Barger. She got it, taken away by, and boy, great hustle all the way around.
She's got her dribble. I think
it'll remain Norwell basketball.
Maybe she didn't, and she smartly throws it right off of Brighton out of bounds to give Norwell the basketball back.
Bierbaum checks back in for Ashlyn Gray. Now, Bierbaum has only taken 4 shots, 3 of them threes, and she's hit 2 of them. So she's got 6 points. Filling, looking for direction from the sideline. Is going to be out of bounds, so it'll remain Norwell basketball. Kaylee's got to take one more dribble to get that pass over there. It's a dangerous pass, and even 2 minutes left in this one. Norwell, all 6 of their points, Derek, have come from the line in this quarter.
Yeah.
Wilson, that's Rouse. Rouse faking the handoff, gets stripped, loses the basketball, gets it back. She's got Barger open for 3. Barger to the elbow. Wilson knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Norwell's ball.
Norwell can't even get a pass off without it getting deflected. Luers is playing great on defense.
Yeah, and it's mostly Janiyah Bright. She is just really quick. Not big, just a freshman. Listed at 5'4", that's generous.
Yeah,
46 left.
She can get off her feet, though.
Absolutely she can. Very athletic. Wilson to Filling. Now Wilson. Wilson into the lane to Dunnick. Gets it to go. That's a big basket for Aubrey Dunnick. The assist to Wilson. Knights within 2. Caitlin Gray with the basketball. 1:26, and Coach Pixley is going to use his 3rd timeout. It is a full timeout. We'll take it along with him and be back. The Knights trail by 2.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
And welcome back to the TP. 1:25 to go, and it's a 52-50 Bishop Luers lead. You just can't ask for anything better. It's high school basketball. It's the end of January. It's kind of a shame this thing has to be played in the quarterfinal game. Kind of has a feel of a championship game.
Yeah, it does.
But that's the way the draw worked out. And Norwell and Luers both fighting for everything because it's win or go home now, and it'll be Luers basketball on the sideline. If you're Norwell, you can be as aggressive as you want because you've only got 3 fouls. So you want to get off your feet. You want to over-pursue everything. You just got to make sure not to give up a layup. If you think you're going to give up a layup, you got to foul because you've got plenty of them to give.
Yep. Aubrey Dunnick does have 3, so she's got to be a little careful. That's Reinbold with the basketball. There's the trap. Reinbold is stuck, and Coach Pixley has to use his 4th timeout. It's going to be a full as well. Luers is up 52-50. We'll take a break. Wait a minute. They changed it. It's going to be a 30. Yep, so we'll stay here. Pixie originally called for a full timeout. Call and make a convenient appointment for yourself at Stephan Financial. They're located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton. You can discuss with them your retirement, Social Security, or long-term care insurance questions. Call Stephan Financial at 260-824-8175. And Derek, a minute 21 left here. I would imagine Norwell's going to stay in that 1-3-1 trap. They really need a stop.
Yeah, they got to have one. They at this point, you got 81 seconds left, so you can't really be giving up any more baskets. If you foul, that's okay, but and then you've got to look to be efficient offensively. You need a quick bucket.
Bright will take it in the backcourt. Barger on top of the 1-3-1. She crosses in, loses the handle. Dunnick dives on it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Norwell's basketball. The 6th turnover of the quarter on Bishop Luers.
Well, Norwell's going to get their chance.
There.
They're going to get their chance. One timeout for both teams. Just 1:13 on the clock.
Rouse will inbound. They're not guarding Wilson in the backcourt. They're face guarding Rouse with Caitlin Gray and then a box from the other 4 defenders. It's been pretty effective, although Rouse has had a really good night, and Dunnick throws it away. Boy, I don't know where that pass was going, Derek.
She was trying to get it to Rouse.
The high pass to Bright will drive, blocked by Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I think that's a good call. It was from behind. That's the only way that official could see it. That's a good call.
Well, it'll be the 3rd on Brielle. It'll send Janiyah Bright to the line with 50.1 seconds left. She is 0 for 3 from the line so far this evening. She missed those three free throws back in the second quarter. And this one is also no good. Well, Norwell needs to secure the rebound. Catherine Kanapke's back in there.
Yeah, you got to box out. You have to have this rebound if she misses.
And Lydia Reinbold's a good rebounder on the far side. Bright's second is good. So
Norwell
up by 3.
No reason to go for 3 here.
Now, just still 45 seconds left. That's filling with the basketball, and an official's timeout is going to be called.
I'm not sure what's going on.
I think it was an inadvertent whistle, Derek.
Oh, Mark Pixley, he thought he said timeout.
Oh, gotcha.
And he wasn't on offense, so that's what the call was.
Barger throws it away. Boy, that is a costly turnover.
Got to foul. You got to foul right now. You have to foul right now. Right now you got to foul. You got 3 fouls to give.
There's a foul. It'll be on Brielle Wilson. Boy, costly turnovers here in the fourth quarter for your Lady Knights.
I said it quite some time ago. You at least have to get a shot off.
Yeah.
Because if you get it, there's no chance of it going in if you don't take the shot. So the turnovers have killed them.
Norwell with just 6 field goal attempts in this fourth quarter.
And now on offense, which first you got to get the ball back. There's the foul. That's 6.
That's going to go on Barger.
Once you're on offense, now you're probably at the point where you need a 3 because you only got 1 timeout left. So,
well, and in my opinion, you got to foul the freshman here. Reinbold looking to get it in, gets it into Kanapke. She gets it to Bright.
Oh, they should have fouled her. You got to foul now.
There it is.
Oh, too much time came off.
7 seconds left.
And now if you're Norwell, you got to hope for a miss because too much time came off right there. Way too much time. And unfortunately, actually, it hurt them not being in the bonus coming in. So
that'll send Janiyah Bright to the line. She's 1 of 5 on the evening. Big first free throw here with 7 seconds left. It is no good. Dunnick with the rebound, and she lost the basketball.
Oh, the clock is still running. Way too much time came off the clock right there, and nobody is looking at the clock. That's going to cost Norwell some seconds. Bright's going back to the line. Norwell continues to turn it over.
Yep. The foul's called on Brielle Wilson. She will foul out with 4 points.
Well, who do you get it to if she misses here? On offense.
Well, I think you got to get it to either Bales or Filling. They're both on the floor.
Yeah. Rouse is face guarded.
6 seconds. As Bright's free throw, no good. Dunnick with another rebound. Filling the other way.
No!
1 second. Oh.
She didn't know the clock.
The Bishop Luers is going to win this one 53-50, just a freshman mistake. Well, as good as the freshmen were this year, Derek, it was the freshman mistakes that cost them.
Yep.
Not just that play at the end. We'll talk about it in the post-game show, but 28 turnovers on the evening. Excellent basketball game here to lead off the sectional at Bellmont. We will take a break and be back with some stats and final stories after these words from our sponsors.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements. Eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. At Bluffton Family Eye Care, Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry take the time to get to know you, your eye care history, and your vision needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best. They take pride in providing excellent customer service by creating a personal connection with each patient individually.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyu@fwymca.org.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Welcome back to the Teepee for the final time. Sectional 23 quarterfinal game number 1 goes to Luers 53-50, and Norwell's season comes to an end. Their winning streak ends. Their only loss in 2018 was to Carroll coming into the game. Their 7 consecutive sectional title streak will come to an end tonight as well. And Greg, you have the final statistics.
Yeah, and boy, some really odd numbers tonight, Derek, from a lot of different perspectives. This one certainly not easy to predict based on last week's game at Luers. It seems like all the stats were kind of flipped from how that game went in particular. We'll read them to you. First, for the victorious Bellmont Luers Lady Knights, 53 points on 21 of 48 shooting from the field. They had 8 more opportunities than the Knights did. That was based on turnovers. We'll talk about that in a second. That's 44%. From beyond the arc, 8 of 19. They could not buy a three-pointer last Tuesday night. Put up 19 of them tonight, hit 8. That was ball game. 42% from out there. 3 of 11 from the free throw line. That was the same, 27%. I had them committing 19 turnovers and collecting 23 rebounds. Individually, Caitlin Gray led the way. I don't know if she scored Tuesday night. She was the only player in double figures with 11. With 8 apiece were Catherine Kanapke and Janiyah Bright, the freshman playing great for Luers. Anaya Johnson had 7. Libby Birnbaum with 6. Lydia Reinbold and Ashlyn Gray with 5. Kennedy Glenn with 3. Dory Javens missed 3 shots and did not score. For Norwell, their 50 points, I had them 12 of 40 from the field. That's 30%. 3 of 15 from beyond the arc. That's 20%. But from the line, they were stellar. 23 of 29 for 79%. I had them committing 28 turnovers and collecting 32 rebounds as a team. Individually, Logan Rouse, what a great way to end her senior year from a performance standpoint. Awfully tough to take the loss. My heart breaks for her. But she had 23 points again tonight on 6 of 12 shooting, 11 of 13 from the line. Then nobody else in double figures for the night. It's Kaylee Filling with 8 on 2 of 9 shooting. Lauren Bales and Brianne Barger with 5 apiece. Brielle Wilson plays her final game for the Knights with 4 points on 2 of 10 shooting, 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, 3 assists and collected a couple rebounds as well. Aubrey Dunnick with 3 points. I had her with 11 rebounds tonight. And then Maya Shelton chipped in a couple of free. Oh, Coach Thornton is with us. Coach, I'm sorry. I hope you haven't been sitting back there
No,
too
that's
long.
fine.
I was just running through some final stats. This game almost, Coach, the polar opposite of last Tuesday's game from some of the stats that we saw tonight.
Yeah, the shooting stats. We didn't get a second kid or a third kid going tonight. Right. It was just that kind of game, and we struggled. If you would have told me that we would have held Kanapke and Reinbold to a combined 13 points, I'd have liked our chances. Right. You don't assume anything from there, but I'd have really liked our chances. I thought we did a great job on those 2 kids, and we struggled in other areas. Whether it be not getting matched up on certain kids and it made them better shooters. An open 3 is a lot easier to hit than one that's contested. That happened several times tonight that I can remember. It's just a million thoughts going through my mind right now of what this and that. I didn't realize we out-rebounded them as well as we did, but it seemed like they had some critical offensive rebounds at times, even though it wasn't.
In the second half.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of offensive rebounds, but the ones they got definitely hurt at some key moments. And just ultimately, I think the turnovers became too much to overcome. Our lack of three-point shooting just played. It was a different speed of game, which is okay for us, but yet we struggled sometimes in making decisions there, and we played hurried at times, but you can't blame them because there's stuff at the end of that they see, and at times we didn't finish plays there. But again, just a million thoughts going through my mind. I loved our kids' effort. We tried to get poise, and at times we had it, and at times we didn't. Luers played a great game. They made it difficult, but yet there were opportunities, and I'm proud of our kids, and I feel for them right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I was telling Rick before you came up, and thanks so much for joining us, Coach. I said, I don't know if he'll make it up because he's got a couple seniors that are really hurting right now.
Yeah, they are hurting,
and I understand that, so I do appreciate you joining us, but certainly pass along our thoughts to them as well.
Yeah, I will, and
appreciate that.
Time will heal that disappointment, obviously, but they're hurting right now, and I can't say enough about what those 2 kids did for us. Not only improving their level of play, but for how they cared about this team and led this team. Tremendous development on both of those girls. They is one of the most enjoyable teams to be around. Quality kids. Credit to their parents, obviously, for how they act and how they just how they are every day. Just an unbelievable group.
Yeah, it was certainly a lot of fun to call their games. I guarantee you, this game never more than 5 points apart. Just really tight. And you just, at least from my perspective, never felt like there was a clear delineating point that the momentum really shifted either way. From your perspective, Coach, did you feel something along those lines?
Yeah, we never got control. I think it was a lot of contact throughout the game, that we tried to get better at playing through that, but early on it just felt like even though the answer was that it's being called evenly, but my argument was, well, they're fouling a lot more. So it's not really about how it's even, on the number of fouls, but we tried to play through that, and at times we did, and at other times it really got to us. And some of the silly turnovers underneath their basket really hurt. We had too many of those, and even there at the end, we did. But, my second guessing of myself is at the end, it looked like we had something there at the end to maybe get a three that was, and so you're trying to balance that, and you're trying not to interrupt flow. Obviously, we didn't get a three, and that's more on me than anybody, but had I to do that over again, I'd have called it, but yet I saw what we might have there, and there's not a lot of time, and I went with, obviously, that decision. So I felt like in some ways, if I had to do something over again, that's what I would do differently, but as many plays that were there to be made in the game, it's tough to go back now and say, if I could have done this. But, it's just my thought right now in what I was thinking and trying to do make the right decision in that moment for the team. So, in hindsight, I wish I'd have called it. At the time, I know why I didn't, and, it didn't work out. But even before that, I thought there were just some things that we didn't execute and put us in a tough spot right there on that last possession.
It didn't feel like the box and one that they played had a real big role in this game.
It really didn't. We rushed a couple things at times against it, but yet the box never really affected us at all.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Our kids did a good job of preparing for that, and we even walked through a couple other things today before we came over, and it wasn't an issue in the game. We just needed to make a couple more plays.
Well, Coach, we'll let you go because I know Rick wants to talk to you as well and ask some questions. But thanks so much for being so gracious again this year. It's been a real pleasure watching this team, and you're a class act, and your kids are a class act as well.
I appreciate that. As I've said with you guys, you guys do a great job, and I wish we could all been coming back Friday night, but we've been blessed in our program, and I hurt for these kids because they surely were good enough to experience some great things, and they did this year. So thanks for being there all along the way. Thanks for everything you guys do.
Well, you're welcome, Coach, and thank you so much for helping us out every night.
Thanks, Derek.
Head coach Eric Thornton. Derek, what are you thinking right now? I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Well, as far as the game goes, I think Coach hit it well. Too many turnovers to overcome, and actually thinking that last decision, I understand that did not necessarily have the final outcome on the game.
I think you got to let them play.
I totally agree, and here's why. The last couple of possessions, Norwell had trouble getting it in the entire fourth quarter. If you call a timeout, you're forcing, because there's only 6 seconds left, so you have to call the timeout right as soon as she gets the rebound.
Right.
So you're still looking to go the full length of the floor, about 5 seconds. They're going to bring backcourt pressure. You still got to get her on the run three. I think that was totally the right decision. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, I do. So. I do as well. So the Knights fall. They finished their season at, I believe, 18-6.
17-6.
17-6.
Yep.
Great year. We've talked about it over and over how much fun it's been to watch this team develop. And Derek, your last game doing a Norwell girls basketball game, it was a good one.
Yeah, it was certainly a good one. I mean, it's been a tremendous amount of fun calling the last 4 years basketball with these kids, and being on the scrimmage squad the last couple of years. Bill, really been involved a lot with this program, so this one hurts me as well. But that's the way it goes. That's basketball, and this is for this team. I think the future really continues to be bright. Actually, for both of the programs that played tonight, Luers got a lot of young talent as well. But you're talking about an 8th grade class that just won the conference championship last night in overtime against Leo. So a lot of things coming for this team. The future's real bright, and this program just continues to roll on.
I agree with you. Those freshmen this year learned a lot, and they're not freshmen anymore. One last thing, Derek, we need to name a player of the game.
Well, it's hard to pick, but the one that carried him the entire year, the one that was able to, again, carry him tonight, keep him in this basketball game, really the biggest offensive threat Norwell had all night was Logan Rouse.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I don't think there's any way of getting around that, because she was the one that had the biggest impact, and again, all year long, she was the one that did it. So for me, it's Logan Rouse.
Yeah, I had her for a double-double. She might have had a triple-double with the steals.
Yeah, she may have. She was close.
Yep, but I had her for 23 points and 10 rebounds. Logan Rouse, your player of the game in this final game in the 2017-18 season for the Norwell Lady Knights. One more time, for anybody who's still listening, I really want to thank again Jeff Shelton.
Yeah.
Stepped up tonight with some sponsorship dollars to be able to bring this game to you. Of course, he is the proprietor of Shelton Financial Group and the head of the Shelton Family Maple Syrup clan as well. So, Jeff, thanks once again. Derek, with that, I'll let you take us home, brother.
Okay, and before we do that, I just really like to thank everybody in the community that's been able to keep this service going, that we can bring this to you, because we both have a lot of fun doing it, and I know it's appreciated by a lot of the folks, not only in this community, but folks that may not be close to Wells County at this time. So a lot of folks out of state. We've even had overseas listeners. So it's so great that we're able to reach such a large audience. So I'd just like to thank everybody for that. Final score one more time. Bishop Luers 53, Norwell 50. Luers advances to the semifinal to play Columbia City on Friday night. Norwell finishes their season at 17-6. And Northeast State champions, just not able to get that 8th sectional championship in a row. For the final time this year, on behalf of Greg Van Meter and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.